Hey guys, it's Latoria. I'm trying this again. I'm not sure why my live is not working, so I'm just going to be on here for a little minute because it cut me off at about 3 minutes. So this is just a test. If you jump on and you want to talk about something, let's talk about it. Yes, I'm looking crazy. I still got a little bit of raccoon eyes going. Still got my little combat band-aid on. So I'm just doing a test run. If you can see it or hear it, go ahead and leave a comment. If you want to talk about something, go ahead and say what's up and leave a comment. I'm just doing a test run because I was actually about to read my book, my published book, and it's published through Page Publishing. However, it cut me off at the beginning of the chapter, so I didn't want to keep reading if it's not going to allow me to keep going. So this is just a test, just to make sure I can go live because I'm going to start reading Beautifully Broken. I'm super excited about it. We published it in 2020, and so this book is about four women who are friends. They grew up together. However, one passes suddenly, and all the drama surrounded by her passing, her life, friendship, love, relationships. It's really a drama book, a dramatic book. It is a book that I would love, love, love to turn into a movie. It has juice, it has tea, it has whiskey and bourbon, it has all of the above, and you can sit with it. It is not a hard read, it's a quick read. But it was authored by myself, Cindy DeLong, and Lisa Tucker. As some of you already know, I am a certified community psychologist with a additional skill in massage therapy. I decided after some years of working in emergency care to change career paths. And so I went into massage therapy to help people who are still experiencing trauma, help release their trauma through physical touch. So that's what I do now. And I also love to write and I love to read. So here is Beautifully Broken. Definitely, if you would like to purchase a copy, you can go on to Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com. It is on most major book outlets. I just wanted to definitely go live so that I could test this out and see how going live works because I've never been live before. It's kind of weird. It's a little more weird than talking to your phone because my phone, I record what I want to record and then just hit post. But with this, I'm live and, nobody's really watching. And I've never really sat around to watch how many people watch or how many people are viewing, or I come back to the comments when they're posted or whatnot, but I don't necessarily look at myself per se. So this is a little different. But I wanted to go live so that I could just get the feel for it because I said I needed to start doing some different things, especially for the promotion of our book. One thing, if you've never published a book before, just to have a talking point, I guess. If you've never published a book before, they do have a marketing team that will help you. But depending on the type of publisher that you go with and the type of contract that you sign, you may not always get the type of marketing that you want or need because no matter what, they're going to push you to be your own marketing team. They're just really there to give you support. Also, what I didn't know until after publishing a book, there are so many, I don't know how to explain them or name them. They are like ambulance chasers to me. Once you publish a book, you have so many people calling you to market with you and for you. So I've had at least 10 companies call saying that they can put me on a bestsellers list or they can get my book in front of more thousands of people. However, the catch is always the money. And in order to make money, sometimes you gotta invest money. So I have not taken any of those companies up on their offer. However, some of them sound really, really, really good. And then when you get through to the fine print, it is not really what they say it is. A lot of it is you're going to be paying them up front for them to do little to nothing or things that you could do yourself. And I think that that is probably where most authors get caught up in, because most of us do not know how to publish a book, let alone how to market a published book. And so if you are, behind the 8 ball, really, if you don't know, then you just don't know. And a lot of it is trial and error, or a lot of it is they are playing on your ignorance of how to navigate this particular type of industry. And it's unfortunate that there are so many money takers out there, but not a lot of money makers with you. And so a lot of it will be on your own creativity, your own ingenuity, your own motivation. It is up to you to really push whatever it is you're doing, because your book can literally sit on a shelf and not make any moves just because you don't know what to do first, and you don't know how to navigate the different worlds that these publishing companies really do monopolize. So it's like, if you don't have a publisher, you got to go a certain way. If you do have a publisher, you go a certain way. When you do have a publisher, you need to make sure your contracts are straight, as well as you really are very clear about what the look you want to have is. You have to be very, very definite in what you want yourself and your book to appear as, because they're just going to do what is best for them, not necessarily what's best for the author. I'm in a few author groups online, particularly Facebook, and a lot of them are like, did you get your royalty checks yet? Did you get your check yet? Have you made money? How many books have you sold? How are you keeping track of it? That's the other thing. Oftentimes the publishing company keeps more track and more up-to-date analytics about your work than you can, because they have the access. If you give them the privilege, and I'm gonna say it like that because you paid them good hard-earned money. If you give them the privilege of getting your what's this thing called, your ISBN number, which is basically the serial number on your book, if you give them the privilege of getting your serial number, they have more power over the analytics of your book than you do. Not saying they have more power over how fast it sells, or how many people and what type of demographics, and not necessarily the details of it, but to see the details of it, they have more access than the actual author most of the time. And so I encourage anybody who is authoring a book, or anybody who wants to publish work, definitely look into not only just self-publishing, which is really hard, but if you're determined enough, it's easy. Okay. Also, if you are going to look into getting your work published by a larger company, definitely there are some things to check out. You're going to want to check out what type of books do they typically publish. You want to check out what markets do they send your book to. For us particularly, our book was sent to not only Amazon, Barnes and Noble, a few other ones as well. But our book was also sent to some major network companies, such as Netflix, Amazon, the movie side of Amazon. It was also sent to Hulu and other streaming networks. And the reason why is because books easily become movies. Books easily become series. Books easily become a life of, they take on a life of their own, because these characters now have motives, and the characters have sensation around them. And so, you can easily convert paper characters into 3D characters very easily. And that's why I said at the beginning, our major goal was not only to write a work of creativity that was a book, but also transform it into a movie. So if there's any directors out there or any creative geniuses that know how to convert a book to video or streaming, like however you say it, to basically movie, or even plays, I'm definitely open to talking to you to understand how to open myself up into that world. I'm super passionate about my book. I'm super passionate about the creators of the book. Our mission and our passion for writing the book was to talk about mental health issues, specifically that Black women deal with, as well as other communities. So we do bring in a little sauce and a little spice and a little delving into other topics that we all generally overlook, but we still have to deal with on a day-to-day basis, whether how the family accepts someone who might be gay, or how the family also looks at relationships. Just generally, we talk about infidelity in this book. We talk about the use and the abuse of psychoactive drugs. We talk about relationships between the parents and children. This book has a lot of topics that are hit, but we also try to do it from a creative aspect. So it is not something you couldn't visualize just because you're reading it. It's a visual book. So you're going to read it and you're going to see the story play out in your mind's eye. Like, you have no choice, because that's how it was written. It was written for someone to really be able to visualize the characters and really place themselves in the scenes, to ask questions more so than anything. You're going to ask questions. You're going to self-reflect. You're going to probably see yourself in one of the characters. The main characters are Marsha, Taylin, Veronica, and Casey. So you're going to see yourself in one or the other's perspectives, as well as you may even see yourself in one of their spouses' perspectives. Just like I said, the things that they deal with in the story, and how they navigate their relationship, how they navigate through death, sudden death. And I'm going to go ahead and spill the tea, child. Okay. You may even delve into the response of murder, because this is a murder mystery as well. Just saying. So I just wanted to, again, do a test run on this live stream. I'm actually doing it from my computer. I've never did a live stream before. I tried to do it earlier and it cut off. So I said, let me go ahead and just do a test, because I had not done this before. I do not particularly like how grainy it is. However, it may look a little different by the time it's actually posted. YouTube may come through and help it out. But yeah, Beautifully Broken. Definitely check it out. Again, it is at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com. Dang it, it's another site as well, and it's a major one. Booksamillion.com. Where else? Beautifully Broken is available on my website. If you go to ILIFTBWS, I Lift Bodyworks and Sculpting. I also have my book there as well. So if you would like to purchase a copy, definitely get it. It's a great holiday stocking stuffer if that's what you're looking for, or if you are a traveler and you need something to read on a flight, or if you just want to have a book discussion with some friends. Everybody want to read this book, and then have some girl talk, or just an all-around conversation between men and women about the things that we deal with on a day-to-day basis that typically we are too busy to discuss, but we still have to deal with it in real life. Like I said, infidelity, death, use of drugs, and even, this is prescription drugs that we're talking about. We're not talking about illegal street pharmacy. We are talking about some real bona fide legal drugs that we deal with in our community, and the struggles that come along with that. And we are also talking about professional issues. So again, it's Latoria Q back with another video. I'm just testing it out, boo. And definitely check it out. So thank you guys for watching. Bye, babes.